Fruit Wilson. Show yourself. Show yourself, Fruit. Tomás, nem Wilson. Megszólalt! A kurva! Hogy megy a vezetés? Rendőrbácsi. Mi van, Pakabel? Ennél kanalasabb kanál nem is lehettem volna.
Bele kell hajolni a monitorba, hogy lássam.
Ezt tik voltatok. Tik. Na,
Tik voltatok, én nem voltam sose tik.
Én sem voltam. Szeretnék, megy.
Szerintem mindenki túl van öltözve. Igen, Misi. Túl van öltözve.
Misi, és akkor miért nem dobtad még le magadról a ruhát?
Ja, dob már le a textilt, Misi.
Itt egy szexjátékszer. Ó, micsoda.
Az a baj, rajtam van a piros, és nem ölök meg hármat. Igen. Bekaptam. Ez az, Dobi. Csináld még, kérlek. Mondani akartam, ki ez a nyomi, aki így nekem jön. Na. Nem lenne az elhomályosítás a kamerán, akkor látnánk mögötted, hogy mit nézel. Ha-ha-ha! Ugye, de csúnya kacaj volt. Hello everybody. This is the magic stream. Nem, de hogy nem megyünk át ebbe. Szevasztok, sziasztok! Hát akkor indítsuk el. Tényleg a basszus ennek kellett volna lennie a címnek. Nem misztikus. Hanem Magic Stream. Nem Magic Mike, de Magic. Szia Tomi, szia Milán. Úgy látom, óriási varázslat. Mi? Varázsolgatások fognak itt menni. Hát valami olyasmi. Valami hasonló. Szia Kriszti, szia. Úgyhogy nem is húzom az időt, indítsuk el. Annyit hozzá szeretnék tenni, hogy csak annyit voltam, hogy megnézzem a grafication. Mert furcsa módon egy kicsit másképpen érzékelte, mint ahogy kellett volna. Igen? Hang van, kép nincs. Jól indul. Nyugalom, srácok, a hiba nem a ti készüléketekben van, hanem az enyémbe. Ez nem tudom mi volt, elindult, sötétképernyő, zene szól. És akkor most várunk. Ez volt a baj, hogy ezzel nem csinálta meg ismét a shaderezést. Na végre. Ugalom, srácok. Ez csak egy kipróbált rész, hogy bírja a grafika. Úgyhogy most fogunk csinálni egy rendes reelt. Szia, tesó! Most azon filózok, lehet, hogy a kamerát feljebb kéne tenni, mert itt útba lesz. A szövegbe szerintem. Majd mindjárt meglátjuk. Na. Igen, ugye, hogy szeptember elején kezdhetünk a Locked Fort-ba. Ja, és ugye 5. évfolyam, szóval nem első. És most fogunk órákat eltölteni itt. Egy-két dolgot igen, már alapból megnéztem. Lehet a színszezés. Amúgy. Csak az a baj, kicsit korlátolt a színszezéshez. Tényleg Milán, amúgy... hát nem tudom, csináljunk egy olyat, hogy ti nézők döntitek el, hogy melyik házba menjen. Mit szólsz ahhoz hozzá, Milán? Előbb várom válaszod, és csak azután bólintok, hogy legyen egy ilyen vagy sem. Nem kell hozzá pont meg semmi, csak egy sima. Mit szólnál hozzá?
That was quite something.
Ja, várjál, van a Hugrabog, a Mardekár, a Roxford? Nem, mi annak a neve? Gryffindor, köszönöm. Meg... Várjál, Hugrabog, mi volt a másik? Baszki, elfelejtettem a negyediket. Az, hollóhát, az. És akkor maximum így eldöntitek így ti magatok, aztán megpróbálunk rájönni, hogy hogyan fogunk bejutni oda.
It was wonderful. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Csak én érzem úgy, hogy olyan robotos a hangja.
A few cobwebs. I am indeed It was wonderful. That was quite something. A few cobwebs and some dust. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. It was wonderful. I'm eager to get to A few cobwebs and some dust. I am indeed a student. It was wonderful. That was quite something. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Na és most jön a legfontosabb, a név. Amúgy tesóm 2 vagy Kriszti, tesóm imádta a filmet is, meg az összes könyvet kiolvasta. Én nem tudom magam rávenni mai napig. Mi legyen a neve? Jó, igen, ez egy nagyon jó ötlet amúgy. De látom, mint hogyha nem lefele a csík. De jó, én benne vagyok amúgy.
Szóval az, hogy hívjuk el a csajt?
Most ez jutott eszembe. Kendra Williams. Hogyha hülyén írtam, bocsánat. Azt hiszem jól írtam. Na jó, akkor kezdjük el, gyerekek. Boszorkányok vagyunk. De amúgy, ha varázslóra teszem, akkor... Na mindegy, hagyjuk, semmi.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar! George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Hozzá kell tennem, amúgy közben végig beszakad a furam. És nem tudom megállítani. Nem tudom, én soha. Ez az a rész.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a
That's okay, Haziala.
significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Hang on! The key! Give me your hand!
Wow.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Hogy zsebre vágta?
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
And I item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
Bocsánat, csak annyira hangos volt minden, hogy én nem tudtam volna beszélni. Amúgy az érdekes, hogy engem, mint relatíve, mint a könyv, soha nem foglalt le. A film, hát, amíg még ilyen tök kedves volt, tök jó. Addig úgy kb. Az első 3 rész. Utána ugye, mint ahogy a könyvben is benne van, meg ugye fejezetenként már egyre komorabb lett. Nem tudom, nekem nem. Úgy nem jött be. De azt hiszem, tesó, volt nekünk még egy izés, a Quidditchről egy könyv. Remélem jó lesz így, de mintha így is egy picit üvöltene még. Bocsi,
How
csak
far
közben.
did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Ja, amúgy engem inkább az zavar, hogy így
Mind your step.
egymás szavába
Where do you
vágnak.
suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic
Annyit
disappeared
tudok,
from
hogy
the wizarding world.
1800-as
Spoke of the good it could do.
évek.
But magic is
Bár
no
pontosat
different
nem
than
tudom.
any power.
Szóval ez még
What
jóval
really
minden előtt
matters
van.
is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent!
Igen. Igen, használd. Igen, célpont kell. Jó.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Ez az, jöhet a köcsök széttörések.
Your one work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Ah, up there. We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself.
És mégis miben?
Reparo!
Ez milyen kemény már. Ez olyan tetszik.
Almost there.
Ja nem, ott volt egy váza.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Amúgy még mindig hangos, így minden is. Mert ez számomra hangos, de lehet, hogy csak azért, mert nekem jóval hangosabb a füles miatt.
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
Oh. Mert ugye az OBS-ben nektek lejjebb húztam, de az a baj, hogy akkor nekem nem lett volna. Csak a
That
lejjebb húzom.
enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Yeah.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hát akkor ébresszük fel a koboldet.
Hello?
Ő a hónap dolgozója?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Wait a minute. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Ez jó, ez tetszett, Kriszti.
Precisely. The key?
Az a baj, nálunk én szoktam általában kontrollni.
Oh,
Azt mondják.
yes, of course.
Vagyis hangosan szuszognénak.
This way, then. Stay close. After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
De vicces.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault
They all
number
fed.
12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Jaj, de jó.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Kicsit furiba volt. És azt mondja, hogy nem.
Professor, the armband the guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Until today.
Azért.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Egyre inkább több a bevezető most.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door. Wait.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
És ezt
Move a bit
másodpercenként
closer
fogjuk
and try
nyomkodni.
again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward,
Then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos!
Valakire kapcsolta a lámpát.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Nem? Semmi?
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor. Revelio.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Azért legalább nem olyan, mint a régi Harry Potteres játékoknál. Már még balra rángos. Ó, igen. A billentyűzetnél kicsit rosszabb ezek a kiosztások. De nem baj, igen, pont a kamerában akarom, hogy tanuljuk a varázslatokat, úgy tudjuk kiosztani. De mivel egyre több lesz, akkor lehet ezt az első négyet majd mint lapszerűen majd váltogatni. És most gondoljatok vele, közben mozogtok, de nyomkodjátok az első 4 szám közül valamelyiket, ami éppen kellene.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Házi buli.
Look out!
Take it.
Accio! Defendo! Levioso! Deposo! Expulso! Levioso! Confringo!
Stupid.
Deposo! Confringo! Defendo! Expulso!
Kicsit furi. Nem látok a másiktól.
Expulso! Lumos!
Revelio.
Stay close!
Még egy kicsit elvettem, láttam, hogy nagyon hangos.
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Lumos.
Igen, egyszer ezt kell nyomni. Ott is egy.
Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos.
Ó, nem már.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Juhu.
Stupid.
Igen, igen, igen. Jó. Akkor ezért jó, hogyha egyből rájuk nézünk, oké? Aki támad.
Az hogy a faszomba mond?
De nyomtam. Most kell a... Zattál? Vagy most mi van?
Lumos. Revelio.
Nem? Semmi?
Lumos.
És összeszedjük a cuccokat. Nem tudom, mire lesz most így jó hirtelen. De valamire biztos, hogyha így legyek. Ja, az nem olyan váza. Ennyi? Ennyi.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
Hogy mi?
Follow my lead.
Szívem, miért töröd? Mi? Szívem, mit csináltál?
All is in place. The portkey is well hidden. Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient
Semmi
magic
beírtam, csak óvatosan.
the magic that Miriam had always believed existed.
Ja, meg akartam nézni, melyik házban
But could
megyünk.
never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Basszus, hogy nézem meg az eredményt? Azt láttam, hogy egy volt.
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in there.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
Oké,
And why
ugrabok.
are you here?
No need for that. Just
Ugrabok.
give me whatever it
Ugrabok,
is you
ugrabok.
found
Ez
here
a sárga?
and let bygones
Ugye?
be
Sárga-fekete.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have...
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Ne, véletlenül Attila egy 10 perces pihenőt tett rá.
Perhaps your young friend
Ahogy
here
felvette a
will
telefont,
be
véletlenül
more
rányomott. Fiezzerika szészia. Az igen.
No way out.
Ezt nem értem, miért nem indult meg.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability.
end up here? Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
És akkor most kezdődik igazán. És akkor ennyi volt a játék. Nem, csak itt. Hopp, ott egy ruhabár. A pasinál.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You're undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Ennyi. Ennyi, és elsőre. Akkor megyünk a Hugrabukhoz.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Egy 5 percet kérek.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff common room.
This is the entrance?
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the 2nd row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Na, itt nem vagyok. Na, folytassuk is. Mire maradtam le? Sok mindenről? Gondolom nem. Aha.
Revelio.
Ja, hogy ilyen mindenféle tál van, és akkor eltűnk belőle. Hogy rakod? Azért kemény.
Revelio.
Igen, és ez lesz az, ami tényleg percenként, vagy másodpercenként fog elhallatszódni.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Akkor mutatkozzunk be szépen.
There you are. There you are.
De szép.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she? Is that your owl? I don't know whose she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know. I'm really not worried. I'm sure I'll be fine. Nevertheless, it is rather unusual. You must feel terribly out of place. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do. Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw? Well, my brothers were. They both work in the Ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me. It was nice meeting you, Lenora. Of course. Adieu.
Nem tudom, amúgy a karakterünknek a hangja nem érdekes számomra.
You don't need to be frightened, little cat.
Milyen hangja van?
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, Glumbumbles, Bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a Puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you
Na
ever
jó,
had a pet,
megkérdezzük.
Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Jézus.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Don't talk to me about humiliation. My broom went up like a bit of flint the other day.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
Köszönöm.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Hogy zsebre? Azért?
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Revelio.
Jó, ilyen lassan fogunk menni.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up!
Na.
Revelio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Oh. Ja, hogy lesz XP. Aha. Oh, de
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
értem.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Jaj, inkább csak megköszönöm.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Hát akkor most tudom azt mondani, hogy mondta a professzor, hogy ne mondjunk semmit.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Nem áll. Ez amikor még kész a játék, meg fog lehet, és így...
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Jó. Micsoda levél szó? Oh. Egy invító. Na melyikre menjünk? Legyen ez.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Na. Aha, szóval... Haló? Azért. Hogy még inkább lehet még sprintelni. Aha.
Revelio.
Aha. Jó lesz, amikor ilyen sokat olvaszunk. Olvasunk. Na, csak kinyögöm. Ó. Ja. Ez oda bent van. Oda még nem mehetünk be.
Into school? Actually, Daisy has a special knack. It's tormenting Professor Black.
Az most egy szellem?
Revelio.
Ez a szar, hallom a csilingeléseket, de nem látom. Valahol itt van. De hol? Ah, megvan.
Revelio.
Igen.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Na, akkor nézzük.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Wow, hogy jó.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so good. Well done.
Aha, jó.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How
Which Anna?
perceptive. Thank you.
Stupid.
There you go. Those things.
Levioso.
Good form.
I know.
What be your first duel?
Let's just have a quick learn.
I do enjoy lively dueling.
Levioso.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some
Mr.
ideas
Shallow.
for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an
That's
honest
the
duel
way.
when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill, look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Watch me down on my thing. Na, vele nem lett.
Revelio.
Wow. Milyen kemény, hogy maguk játsszák a hangszerek. Még egyre följebb.
Revelio.
Mindig följebb.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. I sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson. You know, it does help.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Oof, ez de
Do
gáz.
you
Amikor azt
even
hiszed,
remember how
egyszer.
to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Hogy lehet ennyit beszélni?
So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Szia, Krisz, szia.
Very simply,
Oh,
cast
miért a
Accio on
teszi?
one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you... Splendid!
Oh. Ezt meg kell gyakorolni.
That's it! Excellent control there!
Ne! Nem esett le.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir. Here we go! Yes!
Jó, nem esett le. Mert igazából én magam nem érzem, hogy lenne valami... Hát, hogy is mondjam.
That is how it's done.
De ilyenkor nem azt mondjuk, hogy kisasszony, hanem asszony. Nem? Mert valakinek az asszonya vagyok.
Exactly your typical lesson, is it?
De igazából úgy nem tudom, nem érzem azt a cheat. Meg gondolkozunk, hogy mit lehetne belevinni, hogy legyen egy kis finomság, de már úgy kirajzolódnak a dolgok.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now. Brilliant! Watch this.
Aha. Na, vajon sikerül, vagy nem?
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous.
Le fog esni, ne!
Perfect score! Remarkable! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh. Amúgy igen.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go!
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind. Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Már is, már is.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Le fog esni, le fog esni. Ne!
Be sharp.
Érdekes, megadta az 50-et, és aztán esett le.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind. Quite impressive.
Mondtad,
Let us see this.
papától, professzortól nem látni semmit.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Elfelejtettem, melyik gomb tutilásé.
Happens to the best of us. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think
Mike,
I
you gotta
underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
De őszintén szóval az egész streamelést is majd meglátjuk, hogy lesz.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A
Accio
word,
human,
if you would.
if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Nem itt van valahol?
Revelio.
Ha? Azt hittem. Mi van? Már nem fér el.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Csak ne legyen igaz.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me? Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms. I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck. My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Jó, azt hittem már, hogy valami feladatot akar adni.
Revelio.
Ez jó lesz. Cica! De cuki. Mik ezek a...
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong
Ó, nem.
It was
Ez biztos, hogy nem.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Azt nem értem, hogy vannak ilyen ládák, de minden igaz, ezek a bezárt ajtók mögött van. És mit is kéne csinálni? Sokat kell oda sétálni.
Revelio.
Ha? Érdekes. Rohadt nagy amúgy ez az egész. Na, itt ki kell menni. Elég gyorsan betölti, azt nézem. Itt a... Mindegyiknek ugyanolyan a hangja.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
There you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Yoo-hoo!
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Na most ezt hogy? Na, viszont srácok, az a helyzet, hogy most én itt abba hagyom a streamet, jó? Tudom, hogy nem így volt megírva, de inkább most abba hagyom, mint hogy így folytassam tovább. Úgyhogy... Majd. Na jó van, srácok. Hát most kaptunk egy kis ízelítőt, érdekes játék, nem tűnik rossznak. Úgyhogy meg folytatjuk, amikor folytatjuk. Meg a streamet is. Na jó van, nektek kellemes estét kívánok. Aztán majd folytatjuk még. Légy szét, tessék figyelni. Addig is szevasztok.